Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer. Thanks so much for joining me for our devotional time. Looking forward to this week of sharing it together with you. I want to talk to you today and perhaps throughout this week somewhat about how do you deal with life when it's hard? What do you do when life is difficult? And it's amazing how quickly life can go from good to bad, from moments where everything seems to be going well to just that moment of bad news we receive. Maybe it's a phone call we get, or maybe it's a doctor's visit that we have. And suddenly we're dealing with some bad news. Things have shifted in what seems to be a negative direction. In those times, I think it's easy to feel like that God has forgotten us, that God has forsaken us. And I want to take you to the story of someone in the Bible, actually a group of people in the Bible who faced one of those moments. It's the children of Israel when they were living in Egypt, and they lived under a time of blessing because Joseph was there, and Joseph had made sure that they were taken care of as the prime minister of Egypt. But there came a point after Joseph died that a king came on the scene that didn't remember Joseph and didn't remember the blessing that was upon the people of God, the Hebrew people, because of Joseph. And what happened is, in a very short period of time, the Hebrew people went from experiencing freedom and having their own homes and experiencing life in a wonderful way to becoming slaves. And so this transition happened, and they went from, if you will, from a good life to a very difficult and challenging life. Just perhaps in a matter of a few days or moments or months, everything changed for them. And in those moments, it was easy for them to feel like that God had forgotten them, that God had forsaken them. And the same is true for you and me, that when we go through times of difficulty, it's easy for us to feel like, where is God in the midst of this? That God has forsaken me, God has forgotten about me. And my one simple reminder to you today is this: when you're going through a tough time, don't forget that God remembers you, that God knows right where you are, that God has not forgotten you, and that God has not forsaken you. He is with you, and He will bring you through.